Good morning, everybody. So I'm back again, finally, but this time I have some kits to review for you guys from One Day Saving. So One Day Saving is this nice little website that has customizable cross stitches, diamond paintings, wax seals, sticker tattoos, and puzzles, which I'm personally interested in looking at their puzzles at some point because my son absolutely adores them. But they had reached out to me and asked if I'd like to do a review for them, and of course I want to, so here I am, and I am ready to make more videos for you guys. So the first two kits were actually part of a bundle. So they have these little deals where you can get two kits together for a discounted price. Last time I checked, this one was $5.99 on their website. I will check that and put the prices of all of these on screen. All of these being what I paid for these together as a bundle, and then the price for what this will be. And I say I paid for these. I didn't pay for these. Full disclaimer. What you would have paid for these. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. This one is called Midnight Snowman. It is a 14 count and it is 21 by 30 centimeters from Joy Sunday. All of Joy Sunday's kits come in this nice reusable, resealable bag, and it has instructions on the back in case you are new to cross stitch. It's kind of like your little cheat guide to kind of help you get started. So Joy Sunday has lovely printed patterns. It's on nice readable paper. It is never ever smeared. And you can see that this is page 1, and I'm pretty sure this is labeled page 1 because it looks like the rest of that pattern is right up here at the top of page 2. You have your legend, which shows you what your symbols are going to look like on the pattern, but it's not going to match what you see on your canvas. So this kit looks like it has 30 colors, and it looks like all 30 are in full stitch, 3 are in French knot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in back stitch. Now I just thought that this kit bundle was one of the cutest things ever because they kind of had that lovely day and night contrast of these happy little snowmen, and they also have these adorable animals all around them. And I honestly don't think I had enough kits that had blue in them, so I thought given the seasons coming that this would be perfect. So I've also noticed their symbols for their paper patterns are they are true to the colors you're going to be getting for the image, and I think that is like why it doesn't match the printed canvas. So right away you can see that this is super saturated. Nice bright colors on here, and they do number those bigger patches for you. And there's not a whole lot of symbols in this to get confused with. I'm not sure if these are like two different symbols. I don't think they are. But if a French knot is maybe printed a little off, I could see where you'd get confused thinking it's one of those. And my only issue I've ever had with the Joy Sunday kit is the French knots, because some of their patterns have so many clustered together that you just cannot see what is underneath it in full stitch. So I have absolutely had kits that I've completed now where I just didn't do any of the full stitching underneath it. I just completely covered it in French knots because that's what they had done and I couldn't see what was underneath it. So their canvas is also named what you will see on the packaging, so you can always make sure you're putting it back correctly. It is serged, and this one doesn't have like the super long bits coming off like the sort of generic kits do. Let's look at the printing. So the printing, I feel, could have been a little bit bigger on here, like right here. So you can see all of what is printed there for the most part, so it doesn't look like I'd have any trouble at all getting this kit done. Let's bring this image back in and we can look at the colors. Hold on a minute, a little bit tangled here. Come on. Alright, so this looks like it came on a card and a half. Joy Sunday always comes with 2 needles. They don't come with any other form of a toolkit, but you do get your needles. This first card looks like some whites and creams along with some browns and what looks like a silvery gray. And then the second card, I'm trying to flip this so the other cards' colors don't get in the way. Just some more reds, browns, like snowman face colors right here. Some greens for like the little trees. Nice, beautiful blue for the background. Some natural red, darker green, and ooh, this very bright neon red. So definitely you can see all of the colors are following through on this palette. And Joy Sunday always has amazing, amazing floss. Easy to separate, easy to work with, and I've never had it breaking on me because I've definitely had some kits in the past where the cotton thread felt so old it just was brittle and it would snap. So that is Midnight Snowman. And the next one of this bundle is called the Snowman's Friend, and this is also a 14 count, and it is 18 by 22 centimeters. This one is extra cute. This is probably my favorite of the two, mostly because it has all of these extra details and bright colors in it. And a bunny. Love my bunnies. And they do mark that it's cotton fabric, cotton thread, and you get your needle and instructions. And again, you get your instructions on the back, and they even show you how to separate strands. I didn't originally know that the first time I ever did cross stitch, and my first time ever cross stitching was actually with the Joy Sunday kit, and I totally would have not done it correctly had they not had this on that package. Don't want the cover photo to come out, but she seems to want to. So this time, hold on. Yep, the whole image is on one page, so it's super easy to follow. It's definitely a little snack size, and it's so, so cute, that tree. I love it. Just so many fun, happy colors, and again, all of their symbols here are going to match the true colors to the image. So this kit looks like it also comes with 30 colors, but this time it only has 2 in French knot and 5 in backstitch. And you can see here that if you look hard enough on some websites, you can find these other sizes. I just prefer 14 count. I think it's a good middle and it looks good. So again, a super easy canvas to read. The title is right on the front there, and you can see that it is serged. The printing here is definitely harder to see than the first kit, but I can see everything clearly that's on the bottom. I really wish that they wouldn't put these here, like at all, and just kind of put the rest of the full stitch up sideways so I can see it, since you're probably not doing those French knots and that back stitch until you're already completed with your picture. Again, I don't see any symbols that look like they would get confusing on here, and this time I don't even think that the French knots would get confusing because they're all red. So, and this is just like a cute little quick size snack. And right here you can actually see on these kits how many stitches it is. So it's 72 wide by 98 high, and I know that's not going to be the exact amount where this is a partial. So again, this one is on a card and a half. You've got your 2 needles, just white, some off-white, some nice blues, and some orangey colors. And sorry, I don't want to separate these because I'm not starting the kit yet, and I want to make sure everything stays together. So some more reds, greens, browns, blues. Nice bright yellow, some nice deep green, lighter greens. This one kind of looks like an ashy, snowy gray, maybe like a highlight in the image. And then we just have a few more blues over here, and this may or may not be black. If it is black, I'm going to assume it is going to be some of the back stitching, because you can see that looks like it's done in black. Oh, and that bird. Some of the birds have some black in them too. Again, great feeling floss. And I have only run out of floss one time. Well, I'm about to run out of white on one of my kits, but I can't remember if I lost it on accident, because I tend to just like leave bundles out sitting around, and sometimes I forget what kit they go to, so I'll just throw it away or my son will snag it up. So that is kit number 2, Snowman's Friend. And the final kit here, I have waited a long time to get this one, mostly because I fully trust that Joy Sundays will be available longer than some of the generic kits will be, because they tend to come and go and get printed as they're sold. So I try to get those first, because I always know there is somewhere else I can find specific Joy Sundays. But I finally got this one. It's this amazing like cabin scenery. It's called Riverside Hut, 14 count again, and 30 by 21 centimeters. And I got this because it reminds me almost exactly of a cabin I used to go to during the summers as a child, with our cabin kind of being here, and then like cabins like being around behind us, and then one across the lake, and the dock and everything. It screams nostalgia to me, so of course I had to get it. Again, all of your instructions on the back. So this one looks like it is printed larger. It's 2 pages. And oh my goodness, you can already see all of that back stitching. So it looks like this kit is also, coincidentally, 30 colors. All 30 are in full stitch, 5 in back stitch, and only 1 French knot this time, I think. I thought there would have been 2. Hold on. Oh no, because some of those yellows look like they might be full stitch. Alright, so that makes sense. I'm just going to leave this here. So again, everything matches the colors of what's going to be in the actual image itself, except for the back stitch, just to make it easier to see. Super beautiful, and the printing is nice and big on this one. Canvas is a little bit longer, so we got folded a little bit. You can see the name up here and that it is serged. 126 stitches wide by 90 high, and this one, it looks like you will be doing every single stitch. And you can see it appears all of the printing on this one is perfectly readable. So this does kind of look a bit staticky. I think that's just because of the colors and symbols that come in this specific kit, but it really does show you that there will be detail that will, you know, come to fruition as you cross stitch this. And look at all the color blocking up here. So even if you don't want to do like a ton of confetti and you already started this kit, you can just come over here and take a little break. And the colors. Hold on. Let me unwrap these. I tend to wrap these once I check my kits when the mail comes, and I probably should not do that because then I make a mess out of everything. Oh, come on. Well, good enough. So this time you can see it came on one of the double-sided cards, and of course you have your 2 needles stapled to it. This looks like a sort of muted brick red, some regular red. I want to say black, a brown, like a dirt brown or wood brown, because, you know, lots of wood in this picture. Brighter red, I'm assuming for like the bikes, parts of the paddles, the undersides of the plants. Some cute purple, more bright red, yellow, orange, browns and blues, and a pink. Tons of greens over here. This also looks like black, to me anyways, but I'm sure it's just a dark blue. Another soft pink and some more woodsy colors to really bring in the sunset. And it looks like a tiny bit of white. So it looks like white isn't going to be in here a lot, maybe in this area, maybe a little bit in the bike or back stitching on the net and the door. And they do mark on this one that this is for your 14 count. So your 14 counts amount of thread. And that is all I have to share with you guys today. And I do have a coupon code for 5% off. I will put it up on the screen. Thank you guys for coming back and watching my videos. Give the video a like so others can find me. Subscribe if you haven't already. I also share diamond painting and other crafts, and I'm currently working on like craft kit videos to share with you guys, just to kind of review that like a little bit. So if you're interested in that, subscribe. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, like, do you have an opinion on those bundle kits? Do you think they're a good deal? Because I personally do, because I've seen some pretty good kits being sold together for pretty cheap. So you gotta snatch them up before anyone else does. Alright, well, thank you for spending time with me today, you guys. Good night.